Fictional season is almost here.
You liked him. What happened?
All right, have not fans. I just played a brief portion of the trailer for this week's finale of season 6. This is it, folks. Show Not Tell airs in a couple of days. Not to mention it is currently Sunday, June 30th. So, I mean, it's kind of a transition when you think about it. It's the last day of June, meaning that the first half of 2019 is coming to a close, as well as being 6 months closer to a new decade. So just a bit of a brief introduction to kind of give you the scope of this is a pretty big day / week. Now, with the finale coming up, you know, a lot of questions need to be asked. And first of all, just thank you for the support. I actually posted about 4 videos since the episode aired Tuesday that did very well. You know, the episode review, trailer breakdown, who will die, are you sick of Veronica surviving so much? And I have about half a dozen videos to do before Tuesday. And this one is talking about, will Candace find out that Derrick is her father in this episode? I'm kind of skeptical because of the fact that even though that brief preview I showed you where Candace is asking Hannah about what happened between, you know, Derrick and Hannah, because, you know, it seemed that she liked him, and Hannah's looking a bit concerned, and hopefully it's one of these moments where it's just the two of them. Benny isn't around. Maybe Benny's outside talking with Mitch. I don't know, but I just want to know if Candace is going to find out. I mean, I'm not going to say that Hannah is selfish for not telling Candace, because remember, guys, it's only been barely and I don't think that much time has passed since this season started, because it picked up where we left off with Derrick and Hannah, and then they moved to the next day. And how many days has it been? 1 or 2? Basically, let me just put it simplistic, because I don't feel like trying to break my brain thinking. I don't think it's been 36 or 48 hours since Hannah found out about Derrick. That's a lot to process, guys. The man that assaulted her almost 20 plus years ago is the man that she's been seeing for a couple or a few weeks and has gotten close to. And now you have your daughter, who you just made peace with not too long ago. Barely 36 or 48 hours ago. And she just had her heart broken. Not only is her heart broken, but all of her schemes and blackmail, extortions, all of that is nationwide knowledge now. So that's a lot to take in, you know, when you're trying to help your daughter pick up the pieces of her life when yours just came crumbling apart. So if Hannah doesn't tell Candace, I can understand. I know a lot of people will be screaming like, man, Hannah, you need to just tell Candace. Because you have people that are like, man, she needs to just open her mouth and say it so we don't drag this out for 3 more seasons. Or she needs to open her mouth. That's her daughter and that's her father and she deserves to know. But from Hannah's perspective, I can understand. First of all, I can understand her not telling Benny because he's just a hothead and will just punch first and ask questions later. But in the case of Candace, I think it's a bit more personal because that's her father. So it's like, how can you tell your daughter that, hey, the guy that's your father, the one that assaulted me, remember, I'm not using the R word due to demonetization, he was the man I was seeing. So yeah, you met your father briefly without even knowing it. And it's almost like, you know, maybe it's just the fact that these two need to kind of, you know, join forces to feel better. I guess the thing is, like, you know, trying to make it better between the two of them in their lives without the inclusion of a man. I don't know if it's going to happen in this episode, though. You know, she'll tell Candace because of the fact that, remember, the next episode, No Rest for the Wicked, if I'm not mistaken, that should have been season 6, episode 10, according to IMDb. I mean, months, over a year ago, me, Chandler, Melrose, and a bunch of other people were like, yeah, that's going to be 10 episodes for season 6. So I don't even know if we should treat Show Not Tell as the actual finale. So when the show comes back, guys, I don't know when the show's coming back. Maybe they'll tell us on Tuesday, maybe not. Maybe when the show picks back up on No Rest for the Wicked, that will truly be the season finale rather than the premiere in terms of production number, not how they're going to advertise it. So I really hope we get some kind of answer here, because given the fact that Candace is pretty much coming to her mother's home and looking for a place of refuge, I guess is the correct word to use there, I would like it if, you know, Hannah did open up to her, because remember, Candace pretty much opened up about how she was right about everything. I actually cared about him and he broke my heart. And what about you? It's like, what about the guy you were seeing? What happened between you two? I would like it for, excuse me, I understand Hannah not telling Candace, but I would actually like for her to tell her. Like I said, I can understand because it might be too soon, but on the other half, it's like these two can actually be on another level of relatability, because both of them had their worlds crushed within the span of a day or two. You know, everything seemed to be going well. A guy that was too good to be true wanted to help a strong, independent, stubborn black woman who's so used to either being wronged by other people or so used to carrying the load for themselves that they're not used to having a man to lean on. So they actually open up trade in some way, shape, or form. So I think actually telling Candace that Derrick is her father, and then that was enough to pretty much make Hannah not want to see or talk to him, I think that would actually bring these two closer together. Of course, you know, like I said before, don't put Benny in the scene. Don't have Benny rushing in. This has nothing to do with him in a way. I think this should definitely be a Candace Hannah moment without Benny interrupting, like the episode 15 minutes when Candace and Hannah were talking with each other and Benny was just there. I mean, the only thing he really did was convince Hannah to hear Candace out, but he just sat there the whole time smiling at the two. That's what should happen in this scene, where honestly, I don't think he should be involved at all. That's just my opinion. He's going to be running his mouth enough trying to convince Candace to keep the money, and I just want him to sit down because of that. So with that being said, what do you think? Do you think Candace will find out what happened between Derrick and Hannah? Do you think that she'll find out that Derrick is her father? Who knows? But we have a couple days to kind of, you know, toss around ideas, you know, unless they reveal some kind of clip or whatever between now and Tuesday and then ruin it for us, but we'll have to wait and see. So with that being said, guys, if you are new to the channel, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button, and also by popular request in my have and have not Facebook group. You know, I have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook group, Facebook page. Links are in the description below. A lot of the members of the Facebook group, you know, after a lot of discussion, a lot of new members posting stuff not have and have not related. I'm actually in the process of picking a couple people to be admins. I've actually already selected the people and messaged them on Facebook. But on top of that, I've created two new groups. One, if loving you is wrong, review group, and the second one is ambitions review. I'll put links and pin it to the top comment. So if you want to join those groups, all you got to do is send me a join request, and I'll go ahead and, you know, get you in. And pretty much I wanted to make these groups that way we don't have to clutter everything into one group, you know. So if you want to join the groups, feel free, tell your friends to do so. It's just a easier way for fans to communicate with each other, as opposed to, you know, just relying on the comment section of YouTube, where you can post pictures and videos of the respective series. So thanks so much for pushing me to do that. I actually made the groups this morning, and yeah, hopefully Own puts episode 2 of Ambitions on the YouTube channel. I do have to watch Own app, but for some reason I just prefer the YouTube. But in any case, thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out the groups. Links are in the top comment below, and yeah, just a couple more days and we'll find out what happens. Congratulations on making it to the end of this video. If you like what you just saw, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, or if you have anything you would like to add to the video, make sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you want to keep up with me on social media, go to the description box. All of my links for social media are right there. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate to the channel, make sure to click on the link to PayPal. Any amount helps. $1, $5, $20. As a full-time YouTuber, any support from my fans really does mean a lot to me. Finally, make sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you're kept up to date on any new content I post to the channel. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video.